the East-West Shrine game was last night.
A lot of field goals.
Jake Moody kicked 4 field goals and was named the MVP of the national team. Jake Moody kicked 2 field goals over 50 yards, MVP. How early is this guy going to get picked? Because on one hand, he's automatic. On the other hand, the NFL has almost seemingly gone away from kicking field goals because everybody goes on 4th down and goes for 2. So, I mean, where do you how early
is lousy kicking?
How early can Jake Moody go legit? Because I mean, I always said if I was the Lions, I'd pick him in the 4th round. Well, they don't have a 4th round pick. Are you going to burn a 3rd round pick on Jake Moody? I mean, I can understand if you believe you're going to lock up a position for the next 10 to 15 years.
Yo, Maz is correct. It's like field goal kicking has sucked. Ever since they've moved the extra point back to the 33-yard line, 33 yards, excuse me, now more than ever, you're seeing field goal kicks miss, extra points miss. Field goal kicks are being missed. It's because guys are starting to go for 2. They're starting to have a bunch of misses. Guys don't have confidence, so field goal kickers, soccer-style kickers aren't coming around as much anymore. It seems to be more money in soccer anyway. So I think you're missing out on the kicker now. A guy like Jake Moody that can still kick things. There are moments that we've seen in the last 2 years since we've been working together in the playoffs where you got to have a kicker, or you need that guy, or if you had a guy that can make that decision a little bit easier, it would be a little bit easier. I mean, look at McPherson. McPherson gets drafted in the 3rd round, excuse me, for the Cincinnati Bengals and plays up. Like, he had the most points last year in any playoff ever. So they're still necessary. Jake Moody, for what he's done in Michigan, you know he can make a 55-yarder, but you know anything under 50, he's automatic. He's a guy that I might spend a 3rd round on. Points are important in this day and age.
Math?
I want him on the Lions. We've been saying it all year.
Yeah.
We've watched him. He has been phenomenal for a very good team. Even kicked a couple in the playoff game against TCU. The kid is the real deal. He really has gonads of steel. I would put him on my team, and if I needed to move up and get a 4th round pick and take him then, hopefully he'll last into the 4th round. I don't know if he will. Back in the old days, the Raiders took Ray Guy in the 1st round. He's a punter.
Sebastian
he's in the Hall of Fame
in the 1st round.
Janikowski. You know, he's not a Hall of Famer, but
he will be.
There are times where you grab a kicker early.